The Bronx Knights Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. We're about to jump into a created franchise on MLB The Show 20. The Bronx Knights, which are currently in the American League West Division. They took the place of the Houston Astros. As you can see from the standings on the screen, 40 wins, 22 losses. First place won 7 out of their last 10 games. And they have a 5.5 game lead in the division. This is game number 64, 63. I don't know. The point is, it's early June. Let's jump in. We just won 3 straight, swept the Oakland A's, and we're starting a 4-game set. Look at that, 4-game set. 4-game set against the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards. Let's go. Play game. Okay. The AAA does not have a valid. Okay, fix the rotation. Simulate draft. Okay. Play full game. We have the away team at Baltimore. Camden Yards. Overcast day is fine. Telly is the starting pitcher. And everybody looks a little tired. Let's see. Let's go with Gio, Urshella. Let's go Max. Margot. Margot is not going to lead. Well, Margot can lead off. Yeah, he can lead off. Why not? Yeah, let's do it. Looks good enough. Good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight. We've won 7 straight. We're looking for our 8th win in a row. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, we play Dungeons and Dragons on Shenanigans ttRPG, this YouTube channel. But when I'm not playing D&D, I like video games, thus live stream. So, welcome. I'll get a sip of my coffee, and I will do my play-by-play. Welcome to Camden Yards, here for some Major League Baseball as the Bronx Knights visit the Baltimore Orioles here at Oriole Park in Camden Yards. On the mound for the Orioles is Yanni Chirinos. Anyway, making his 12th start of the season. His record is 0-5 with a 6.09 earned run average. And if he doesn't get his season turned around, he'll be gone. So I won't have to learn how to pronounce his name. And leading off for the Bronx Knights is Manuel Margot, playing in place of the regular day left fielder Max Lukalich, who's just taking a day off, and Margot takes low for ball 1. As you can see, the Baltimore Orioles are 18 games under 500 and are in last place in the American League East. Count is 1 ball, no strikes on Margot. Inside ball 2. And he pulls it foul down the third base line. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. 61 degrees and overcast here in Baltimore, Maryland. Not a great day for baseball, but any day is a good day for baseball. Ground ball, base hit back through the box and into center field. Oh, he just dropped it. He's going for second, taking advantage. So it's a single and error on the play. E8 on Jay Buhner.
Number 23.
Jay Buhner's not a center fielder. What is he doing in center field? Anyway, Don Mattingly, first baseman for the Bronx Knights. He's hitting .450 in his last 5 games. Overall, .303, 13 homers, 55 runs batted in. Donnie Baseball, the hitman himself, with a runner in scoring position. Outside ball 1. Don Mattingly was the 1985 American League Most Valuable Player. Won a batting title in 1984. And he broke his bat. Oh. And that's an unproductive out right there. 1 away. Starting lineup for the Knights. Manuel Margot led off. Don Mattingly just made an out. Chris Ramos bats third and plays second base. Michael O'Rourke patrols left field. Jacob Salazar is a shortstop. Benny LoCicero in right. Matt Saps is designated hitter. And I couldn't make it through the rest of the list. Chris Ramos is the second baseman. He is a switch hitter. And he takes ball 1. He's batting from the left side against the righty Chirinos. And he's hitting .365 with 22 homers and 55 runs batted in. We have a runner in scoring position here at the bottom. I'm sorry, check that. The top of the first inning here at Camden Yards. Swing and a miss over the split finger fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramos. First game of a 3-game set at Camden Yards. And he pulls the pitch foul. Count is 1-2. Welcome to Bronx Knights Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Manuel Margot leads off second. There's 1 out here in the top of the first. And he hits a deep fly ball towards the gap, but playable. No, I'm sorry, it's off the wall. And the runner had to hold up, and it'll be second and third here with 1 out in the top of the first. That's his 13th double of the season. Here's the replay. I thought Jay Buhner was going to catch that ball, but then when he turned and put his back to the home plate, that was a dead giveaway. Next up with 2 runners in scoring position is Michael O'Rourke, who plays left field, hitting .342 with 14 homers and 45 runs batted in. It's the first week of June, to give you some sort of reference of those statistics. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And he lines it to the third baseman, who throws to the plate. He is out at the plate. Fielder's choice at the plate. There's 2 down. Nice throw by the third baseman to catch Margot at home plate. And we're not going to get a replay of that? Thank you. Come on. I mean, it's against me, but that was a hell of a play. From foul territory, basically throws a strike to home plate. So with 2 outs, there's runners at first and second for Jacob Salazar, the shortstop. He takes low for ball 1. Jacob is hitting .332, if I'm not mistaken. .339. Check that. And he pulls it foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Jacob. He's a switch hitter batting from the right. I'm sorry, checked at the left side against the righty Chirinos. Just gets a piece of the split finger fastball. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Called strike 3, and the side is retired. They leave 2 runners on, and at the end of a half inning of play here in Camden Yards, it's the Bronx 0, Baltimore coming to bat. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining me. On the mound for the Bronx Knights is Telly Argios, making his 7th start of the season. He's bounced back and forth between the bullpen and the starting rotation. His record is 2-3 with a 7.13 earned run average. He hasn't quite found a home on the mound yet here with the Knights. And leading off for the Orioles, Scott Kingery batting .254 with 7 homers and 17 runs batted in. And here's the pitch from Argios. Inside, ball 1. Bronx Knights are 18 games over 500 for first place in the American League West. That's Don Mattingly at first, Michael O'Rourke in left. At the knees, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike on Kingery. Grounds it weakly to Ramos at second. Fields, fires, got him. 1 away. Starting lineup for the Orioles, Scott Kingery led off. Josh Bell is at first base. Billy Williams in left. Mike Trout in right. Johnny Bench catching. Willie Calhoun, the designated hitter. Jay Buhner's playing center today. Bill Mazeroski's at second. And Kelvin Gutierrez is batting 9th and playing third base. Here we have Josh Bell hitting .314 with 11 homers and 39 runs batted in. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And he takes strike 1. Strike 2, curveball floats in there. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Bell. And he hits it high and deep in the corner. Could be playable. LoCicero makes, oh, LoCicero crashes into the wall, and we have a weird shot of the fans. But it's just a strike. Count is still 0-2. Strike 3 looking inside corner, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the first. The replay.
No left fielder. Billy.
Oh my God. Right down the middle. What was he looking for? Billy Williams. 277, 12 homers, 31 runs batted in. Steps up. And he fouls it off. 2-seamer. Strike 1. I don't remember what team Billy Williams used to play for. He's like a player from the 60s and 70s. That I remember. Billy Williams. Swing and a miss at the curveball. Count is 0-2. He's got a lot of hits. I'm ashamed that I don't remember him. 3,000 hit club. And he hits a line drive down the line, and it is just foul. Just misses the chalk by a few feet. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. That was dangerous. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. Just low, 1-2. You always can tell the old-time players when they're not wearing any batting gloves. With the exception of Jorge Posada, who played for the Yankees in the 90s and 2000s. Everybody was wearing batting gloves by that time, but Jorge Posada, no batting gloves. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Williams. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. No score. Camden Yards. Grounds it to terminate, Gio Urshella at third base to retire the side. So, 1 inning complete. Still no score. Okay. Top of the second, Benny LoCicero, who's the right fielder, batting .293 with 13 homers and 57 runs batted in to lead the team. Steps in. And another broken bat on the infield. Oh, wait. Did he drop it? No, he caught it. Nice catch. Defense for the Orioles. Nice catch from Johnny Bench from Big Red Machine behind the plate. In the outfield from left to right, we got Billy Williams, Jay Buhner, and Mike Trout in right. And in the infield from left to right, we have Gutierrez, Kingery, Bill Mazeroski, last year's Gold Glove winner. And I have no idea at first base because I do this too slow. Matthew Saps steps in. And he hits a line drive towards the gap, but it is caught by Billy Williams at the warning track for the second out of the inning. Saps is retired.
The third baseman.
Very quickly, there are 2 outs here in the top of the second. Gio Urshella is a part-time player. He's hitting 351. Pardon me, Gio. And he hits it high and deep. That is off the top of the wall. He makes the turn. He's trying for second. The quick throw in. He's in there with a double with 2 outs. That's Gio's first double of the season. Like I said before, he plays only sparingly. Nice replay. See how close the play is. Pretty close, pretty close. So with 2 outs, there's a runner in scoring position for the catcher, Anthony Mello, hitting only .218 on the season. He swings and misses at the slider for strike 1. He does have a homer and 17 runs batted in, but he has not been able to get his feet wet so far this season. Again, swinging and miss. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Mello. Urshella leads off second. Pitches outside, ball 1. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. After an inning and a half of play, no score here in Camden Yards. Bottom of the second, Mike Trout steps up, sitting 295 with 14 homers, 37 runs batted in, plays right field for the Orioles. Obviously, in real life, you know that he plays for the Los Angeles Angels in Anaheim. Fouls off 2 singles to strike 1. This is this created franchises in a fantasy draft, as you can tell. Nice play, stopped by Salazar, throws to first for the first out here in the bottom of the second. Defense for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right. It's O'Rourke in left, Manuel Margot in center, and Benny LoCicero in right. And in the infield, Gio Urshella at third, Jacob Salazar, Chris Ramos, Don Mattingly at first, with Anthony Mello behind the plate. Designated hitter today for the Knights is Matthew Saps. Johnny Bench, Hall of Fame catcher, takes strike 1. In this fictional universe, he's batting .243 with 10 homers and 31 runs batted in. Played for the Cincinnati Reds in the won championships in the 70s. Line drive, nice, stopped it with his body. Salazar throws to first in time. What a play by Salazar. Just one better than the other. They better give me a replay on that one. That was a hell of a play. Drop, putting the body in front of it. Oh my God, how did they not give me a replay? So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Willie Calhoun is up, hitting .282 on the season. And he just gets a piece for strike 1. Curveball floats in there for strike 2. And hits it the other way against the shift, and there's nobody there. He's actually going to try for second. Strong throw from O'Rourke, and he in time. And the side is retired. Excellent throw. What defense this inning. So he hit against the shift the other way. Nobody was there, but then got greedy and got thrown out. The end of 2 innings of play, there's no score. Top of the third. Manuel Margot is up again. He singled in the first.
The center fielder, Manuel.
Pitch is outside, ball 1. Margot is hitting .255 in limited play, 6 RBIs. Check to swing, pitch is outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0. Will he swing? Will he have the green light? No, he will not. I'm going to drink my coffee. I take a pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top of the third. And he skies it to shallow center field. The shortstop is there. He makes the catch, 1 away. Don Mattingly. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the first, sitting .302 on the season. And he pulls it just foul, strike 1. Donnie Baseball for the New York Yankees was my favorite player growing up in the 80s and 90s. Fouls off the sinker the other way. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Donnie Baseball. And it's a line drive, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Don Mattingly is 0 for 2 today.
The second baseman, Chris.
Next up, switch hitter Chris Ramos, the second baseman. He had a double in the first inning. He is 1 for 1, sitting .368 on the season. Check the swing. Pitch is low, ball 1. Ramos is arguably the best player on the team, but you know, a lot of good players on the Bronx Knights. Right at the knees. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike on Ramos. And he inside outs it. It looks like it's going to drop. Bloop base hit. Oh, he's trying for second. Everybody is trying for second today. What is going on? Single and thrown out at second. The side is retired. 2.5 innings complete. Still no score here in Baltimore. Bottom of the third. Jay Buhner, the center fielder today, playing out of position in my opinion. He played right field for the Seattle Mariners in the 90s. Checks his swing, but the two-seamers in there for strike one. Jay Buhner, strong arm, a lot of power. Had a chance to win the World Series in, I think, 2000 and...
Off the plate, ball one.
What year was that? I don't remember. Bottom line is he either hit a home run or strike out. He was originally property of the New York Yankees.
No, that's down.
George Steinbrenner, count as 2 balls, 1 strike on Buhner. George Steinbrenner basically traded him away as a rookie for a bag of baseballs, and he ended up becoming an all-star in right field. Soft ground ball up the middle. Salazar's there. 1 down. Busy day for shortstop. Standings in the AL West, as you can see, the Bronx Knights are leading their division, 40-22 record, with a 5-game lead over the Seattle Mariners. Bill Mazeroski hitting only a .173, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And he fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. Just a piece of the split finger fastball, count as 0-2. Again, fouls it back into the upper deck. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Mazeroski. Mazeroski was a defensive genius back in the 50s, if I'm not mistaken. Don't remember what team he played for. My gut is telling me San Francisco Giants, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Nope.
Just off the plate inside, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's like, inside? Yeah. All right. Tell he wanted that call. Low, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he hits a flare into the outfield. Right fielder LoCicero is there to make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Kelvin Gutierrez, batting ninth, hitting .268. 7 homers, 13 runs batted in the midst of a 9-game hitting streak. Takes strike 1. Kelvin Gutierrez, if I'm not mistaken, is the 3rd baseman who made that amazing throw to keep this game scoreless at the plate. Fouls off the curveball, count as 0-2. And he jams him, but hits it into right. LoCicero is there, makes the catch to retire the side. So, after 3 innings of baseball, we still have no score here in Camden Yards. Sorry, not very exciting. I got to score some runs. Top of the 4th. 2nd plate appearance for Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. And he pulls the fastball foul for strike 1. And he hits a line drive towards the gap, and it will fall for a base hit. And again, he's going for 2nd. This time, I think he might make it, though. It is a leadoff double for Michael O'Rourke. He's 1 for 2. That's his 17th double of the season. And the Bronx Knights have a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 4th with nobody out. Jacob Salazar is up. He's 0 for 1. And he grounds it. Oh, the first baseman gives up his body. And he's safe. It's runners at 1st and 3rd after the infield single by Jacob Salazar. So we have 1st and 3rd with nobody out. And the team leader in RBIs is up. Benny LoCicero is 0 for 1. Oh, line drive foul down the first base line. It's a beautiful view. Camden Yards is a good-looking ballpark. Count is no balls, 1 strike on LoCicero.
Ball 1.
Low and outside. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. As you can see, Benny has been hot all year with runners in scoring position, hitting almost 400. Swing and a miss at the sinker. Count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes on Benny. And again, he pulls it foul and into the stands. Pitch is low in the dirt. Nice block by Johnny Bench. No advance on the base paths. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on the hitter. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners lead off first and third here in the top of the 4th. And he hits a line drive towards the gap, and it will fall. It's going to be a double, an RBI double, his 58th RBI of the season. And the score is 1-0 Bronx Knights. It's his 14th double of the season. Here's the replay while I drink my coffee. 3-2 count, laces it, rolls all the way to the wall. So we have runners at second and third, still nobody out, as Matthew Saps, the designated hitter, steps up to the plate. He flew out in the second inning. Outside, but bounced back off of that brick wall in the backstop. Not enough of an opportunity for the runner at third to score. So the count is 1 ball and no strikes. And he hits a deep fly ball, possibly deep enough for a sacrifice fly. And both runners tag. Throws to third, not in time. It is a sacrifice fly for Matthew Saps. So there's 1 out, but the score is 2-0 Bronx Knights. Gio Urshella is up. Runner at third base with less than 2 outs. You get the runner home without the benefit of a base hit. And he fouls off the high fastball for strike 1. Gio Urshella has a hit already today. It's his 2nd plate appearance. Inside ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Gio. He grounds it to the... This time, he will take it to first. It is an RBI ground out by Urshella, and the score is 3-0 Knights. Got the job done. Bottom line, he got the job done. I thought for a second Kelvin was going to make another strong throw at home plate. I'm sure he thought about it, but he said, no, take the easy out at first. Anthony Millo struck out in the 2nd. He's up there with the bases empty and 2 outs. And just gets a piece of the slider. Count is no balls and 1 strike. 10 doubles is not first on the Knights. I don't know why that statistic is wrong. Inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Millo. And he laces it, but the right fielder, Billy Williams, barely has to move to make the out and retire the side. But not before the Bronx Knights score 3 and take an early 3-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th. Lineup turns over for the Orioles. Scott Kingery steps in. He's 0 for 1. At the knees, strike 1. Tries to bunt his way on, but the ball goes foul. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 out. Telly's 2nd strikeout of the game.
First base, number 55.
In real time. Josh Bell, switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty. Argios struck out in the 1st. Hard ground ball to the second baseman, but Ramos fields, fires, got him, 2 down.
Now batting, left field.
So as you can see, the pitch speed comparison by Topps trading cards is not even a contest. Telly does not throw hard. He throws a lot of junk. Barely hits 90 miles an hour on the radar gun. But trying to get it done at the major league level. Billy Williams grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And he flares it the other way. But O'Rourke is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. So, after 4 innings of baseball, it's the Bronx Knights 3. Baltimore Orioles nothing. Leading off for the Knights, Manuel Margot. He had a single in the first. He's 1 for 2.
The center fielder, Manuel Margot.
And it's a line drive that is caught by the right fielder for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The first baseman, number 23, John.
Road to the show report, minor leagues for the Baltimore Orioles. Nobody really cares. Goodbye. Don Mattingly, 0 for 2. He struck out. No, I'm sorry. He lined out and grounded out. But now he's hitting a ball that's going to drop in front of Mike Trout for a single. So with 1 out, Don Mattingly is 1 for 3.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Chris Ramos is 2 for 2. He's got a single. He's got a double. Takes low, ball 1. So in this fictional universe, it is the year 2024. Outside, ball 2. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. Chris Ramos is first in the All-Star vote. He is a former All-Star. He won the Rookie of the Year award. He's won a Silver Slugger award for second base. Ground ball, base hit up through the box. He's 3 for 3, and there's runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Hard ground ball back through the box. Michael O'Rourke. But before Michael O'Rourke steps to the mound, there's a pitching change. Al Leiter makes his 34th appearance of the season. He's 4 and 5 with a 6.42 earned run average. Al Leiter, you deserved a better fate. You should be better than that. But he pitched for the New York Yankees, pitched for the Mets. Anyway, lefty versus lefty. Michael O'Rourke has a double and a run score today. He's 1 for 2. He's out in front of the slider. Strike 1. Fastball outside corner, strike 2.
Well, that's off the
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on O'Rourke. That looks exactly like Al Leiter. That is a really good head sculpt. Fouls off the high fastball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mattingly leads off second. Ramos leads off first. And he jams him in on his hands, but it's a long run for the first. And it drops. But he might still have a play at second, and he does. It's a fielder's choice. They weren't sure whether or not he was going to catch it or not. So in any event, it's runners at first and third here with 2 outs. What a shame. Anyway, first and third, 2 outs. Jacob Salazar steps up. Jacob is 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Since he's a switch hitter, he bats from the right side now against the lefty Al Leiter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 out in front of the slider. 2 right-handers are warming up in the Orioles bullpen. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Salazar. Pitch is low, 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Outside, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And he hits a line drive towards the gap, and it will fall. It is an RBI single for Jacob Salazar, and the score is now Bronx Knights leading 4-0. Nice hitting by Salazar. Give me a replay, come on.
Number 37.
Nice piece of hitting. Next up is Benny LoCicero, lefty versus lefty. He has an RBI double today. And he hits it foul. Strike 1. Way out in front of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on LoCicero. One and 2. High 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Runners lead off 2nd and 1st. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Side retired. But not before they get another run. And after 4.5 innings of play, it is Bronx Knights 4, Baltimore nothing. Oh yeah. Bottomless cup of coffee. Oh, doesn't work. Come on. Goodbye. Go away. When you turn the announcers off in order so that I can do the play-by-play, unfortunately they still show her. It's stupid. Mike Trout leads off the bottom of the 5th. He's 0 for 1 today. Telly is floats in there, 2-seamer for strike 1. Base hit through the right side. And the Orioles have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher number 5,
Johnny Bench from the Big Red Machine. 0 for 1. And he's off from first. A strong throw, but not in time. So it's a single and a stolen base for Mike Trout. He wasted no time. Count is 0-1 on Bench. Curveball's outside. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. He hits it high and deep. Margot is there at the track. He makes the catch. The runner will advance to third. And we have a runner at third base with less than 2 outs for the Orioles here with the bottom of the 5th. Willie Calhoun, who had a single in the 2nd, has a chance for an RBI. Run is 90 feet away. Takes low ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Checks the swing, but it's in there. Strike. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike on Calhoun. Swing and a miss. Foul tip caught. Strike 2. And he pops him up. That will not get the run home. Ramos is there, short center field. Makes the catch for the 2nd out. So Calhoun does not get the job done. Jay Buhner is up. He grounded out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. They need to hit to score that run. And they won't get it. Fielded by Mattingly. He'll take it himself to the bag, and the side is retired. It is an official ball game. 5 innings complete. It's the Bronx Knights 4, Baltimore Orioles nothing. Leading off the top of the 6th, Matthew Saps. He has a sac fly and an RBI today. He's officially 0 for 1 to play. Wow, that was wide. No, it was right on the corner. 0-1. Slow nubber, foul ball. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Matthew Saps, the designated hitter today. Checks his swing, pitches low, count is 1-2. And it's a ground ball, base hit through the left side. And they lead off the top of the 6th with a base runner. Matt Saps is now 1 for 3. Oh, I'm sorry, check that, 1 for 2 because he had the sac fly.
Urshella.
Gio Urshella is up. He has an RBI double today. And he hits it high and deep, but playable. At the track, Jay Buhner makes the catch for the first out here in the 6th. Runner does not advance.
Now batting.
Anthony Millo is 0 for 2. Steps in, runner at first. Big lead by Saps. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Ball 1. 17 runs batted and is not first on the Knights. Again, that's a mistake in the game. I hate that. Fouls off the fastball. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Anthony Millo. Inside, ball 2. 2-1. Wow. 2-2. Inside corner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The runner advances on the wild pitch though. Wow. Nice play, Saps. So on the wild pitch, runner advances into scoring position with 2 outs, but strikeout. Anthony Miller was 0 for 3. Manuel Margot steps in, he's 1 for 3. Inside and low, ball 1. And he slices it foul and into the seats for strike 1.
Ball.
2-1. Open your eyes. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Margot. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the side is retired. So 5.5 innings complete. The score remains 4-0. Knights. Bottom of the 6th, Bill Mazeroski is 0 for 1. Steps in there for his 2nd plate appearance. Nice performance. Regardless of what happens, Telly Argios has pitched really well today. He's into the 6th inning. He hasn't given up any runs. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Mazeroski. Even if, you know, he's in a winning position, if I leave him in there too long, then partially it's my fault. Ground ball up the middle. Salazar fields, fires. Got him. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Busy day for Salazar. Showing his glove skills. Kelvin Gutierrez is 0 for 1. Flew out in the 3rd. Fouls the 2-seamer back to the screen, strike 1. He again is riding a 9-game hitting streak, looking to hit the number 10. Curveball just low. 1-1. Pops it up, back over the screen. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounds it down the first base line, but it is foul. That ball had some English on it. After it went over the bag, it actually curved back into fair territory. Let's see. Inside, 2-2. And it is in there for a single in front of LoCicero and right. And with one out in the bottom of the sixth, they have the base runner. 10-game inning streak. That's when you've got to start talking about it. When you hit 10 games, that's when it turns into something impressive. So, leadoff man is up again for his third plate appearance. Scott Kingery is 0 for 2. And he fouls it off for strike number 1. On the edge, strike 2. And he pulls it foul. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes on Kingery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There are 2 down. Telly's third strikeout. Josh Bell, 0 for 2. Strikeout. He struck out, he grounded out. Gutierrez leads off first. He takes a strike. Swing and a miss, the split finger fastball. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So Telly has gone 6 shutout innings. Impressive. End of 6 innings of play. It's 4-0. Bronx Knights. Don Mattingly leads off. He's 1 for 3. The Orioles bullpen is active with a lefty and a righty warming up. Al Leiter versus Don Mattingly. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Aaron Fletcher, the lefty, and Andres Stoyet, the righty, warming in the Orioles bullpen.
1-1.
Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Donnie Baseball. Line drive over the outstretched glove of Josh Bell and into right field. It's going to be a single. Mattingly is now 2 for 4 in the game. And here in the top of the 7th, the Bronx Knights have the leadoff man on.
The second baseman.
Just over the outstretched glove in the first baseman. So, switch hitter Chris Ramos is 3 for 3 today. Oh, it is high, it is far, it is Gonzo. That is his 23rd home run of this campaign. A 2-run shot. And suddenly, just like that, the game has been blown open. And the Knights have a 6-0 lead. Hooah! Drink my coffee. Punked. No doubt about it. Poor Al. You deserve better, Al. Boom! Oh, he knew it. The minute he hit it, he knew. Oh, wait, no. He was like, is it going to go foul? Come on, it was nowhere near the foul pole. What are you talking about? So, 6-0. Nobody out still here in the top of the 7th. And Michael O'Rourke, who's 1 for 3 with a double, fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Outside corner, strike 2.
No, that's low.
1-2.
Ball. Bam.
Count evens to 2 balls and 2 strikes on the left fielder. Oh, and he pulls it high and deep. It is off the wall. He's going to have himself a double, ladies and gentlemen. Still nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And he is now 2 for 4 with 2 doubles today. This is a replay. Any other ballpark, it might have been a homer.
Salazar.
But in Camden Yards, it's a double. So runner at second base in scoring position. And we have a pitching change. Andres Soye his 16th appearance on the mound. His record is 1-1 with a 6.87 earned run average for the Orioles. And Jacob Salazar steps up. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. And he hits it high, but not overly deep. Jay Buhner will get there. He makes the catch. He's tagging up. He's heading over to third. And he'll make it. So there's a runner at third base now with less than 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Chance for another run. Benny LoCicero is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Outside corner, strike 1. In case you're wondering, options, gameplay, hitting difficulty is on All-Star, and then pitching difficulty also on All-Star. So both of them are on All-Star. In case you're wondering, that's where I'm going to keep it for the majority of this season. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Inside corner, 0-2. Ooh, right on the edge. Got to protect the plate. Pitch is high, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on LoCicero. Oh, just gets a piece to stay alive. I don't know how he even made contact with that pitch. Again, we'll do it over again. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner leads off third is O'Rourke. And he pops him back to the screen behind home plate. Bench is there. Makes the catch and he strands the runner at third. There are now 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Matt Saps is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. He's going to have to get a single in order to get the runner in. You know, provided there isn't like a wild pitch or a pass ball or an error. Grounds it to the right side. Mazeroski is there. Throws him out to retire the side, but not before a 2-run homer by Chris Ramos gives them a 6-0 lead. Here's the replay. Line drive shot. No doubt about it. Bottom of the 7th. Billy Williams is up. He's 0 for 2. I think this is going to be Telly's last inning regardless of what happens. Grounds it to the tall up pitcher. Underhands it over to Mattingly. 1 pitch, 1 away. I mean, if he keeps pitching like this, I may keep it in. Mike Trout at a single in the 5th. He's 1 for 2. Oh, and he hits it against the shift. And it's in there. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to be a stand-up double with 1 out here in the 7th. As Mike Trout has his 2nd hit of the ball game. He was playing in normal straightaway defense. LoCicero might have had a chance to get that. We're expecting him to pull. Johnny Bench is up. He's 0 for 2. Pitch is low, ball 1. Curveball in there, strike 1. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside corner, strike 2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. And there are 2 down. That's Telly's 5th strikeout of the game.
Now batter.
Bad angle.
Designated hitter.
Designated hitter. Well, Telly's getting tired. All right, so I'm going to go to the manager's office. Bullpen. Madison Bumgarner's going to warm up. No longer a starter. Now he's a long reliever in the year 2024. Oh, he hits it high and deep, but foul. Strike 1 on Willie Calhoun. He's 1 for 2 with a single in the 2nd inning. Just gets a piece. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes.
Nope.
Low, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounds it back through the box, up the middle, and it'll be an RBI single for Calhoun. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, it's Bronx Knights 6-1.
Up next for the Orioles.
And that's going to be all pretty much, I think. You know what? I'm just going to go to the manager. Now visit. I can get him. I can get him. I got him 2 times. I can get him. All right, so fine. I'll let you get him. Grounds it down the third base line, and it is a base hit for Jay Buhner. The runner holds at second, so it'll be first and third with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball down the third base line, out of the reach of Gio Urshella. Bill Mazeroski, come on, he's hitting $171. Let him pitch to him. Fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. You have to show faith in your players. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He's 1 strike from getting out of this jam. And he pops him up, and in foul territory, Mattingly is there to retire the side, and the threat is averted. 7 innings complete. 7 innings, no runs for Telly Argios. The Bronx Knights lead. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. It's 6-1. I don't know what I was saying. 6-1, 6-1, 6-1. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to before Gio gets up, I'm going to the manager's office, bullpen, Madison Bumgarner. Even though they're righties, scheduled to put him in the game. He'll pitch the 8th. Top of the 8th inning, Gio is up. He's 1 for 3. Out in front of the slider, strike 1. As you can see, the Orioles bullpen is active. Low, ball 1. Terrible attendance for Camden Yards, 16,000. Line drive to center. It's going to be a single and his 2nd hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 4. Bronx Knights lead off the top of the 8th of the base runner.
Now batting.
Miller is 0 for 3. Ball 1 low. He's batting .214 on the season. It's not very productive. We're in early June. It's getting kind of late to be early.
Nope, upstairs.
2-0 count. And he pulls the fastball foul and into the seats for strike 1. Wishes he could have that pitch back. Right down the middle. Oh, and he pulls it high and deep, and it is, just drops into foul territory. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Miller. Thought it had a chance off the bat to hit that foul pole. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, no one out here in the top of the 8th. Will the runner be off on the pitch? I don't think so. Right off the end of the bat, flares it to short center field, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the top of the 8th. Milo is 0 for 4. Pitch starter comparison. Obviously, Telly has won that matchup handily. Chirinos only had 4 runs in 4 innings pitched. So the lineup turns over yet again. Manuel Margot is up for his 5th plate appearance. And he pulls it, but right at Billy Williams, who backtracks and makes the catch, makes it look effortless for the 2nd out. Don Mattingly's 2 for 4, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Urshella leads off first. Takes ball 1. And he grounds it past the first baseman and into right field. It's his 3rd hit of the ball game, and suddenly with 2 outs, they have a little bit of a threat brewing. It's runners at 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Chris Ramos is 4 for 4 today. Steps in. They'll need a hit to get that RBI home from second. Oh! The whole team stood up from the bench when he looked at that. That was definitely may have had some intent. He hit a home run, very next pitch knocks him down.
No, that's down.
Count is 2 balls and no strikes. You better keep that inside pitch away or they may get into a brawl. Checks his swing. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Ramos. Runners lead off second and first. 2 outs, 2 balls, 1 strike here in the top of the 8th. Count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Mike O'Rourke is on deck. Hitters count. Here comes the pitch. And he grounds it through. It's 5 hits for the game. The runner makes the turn and throw to the plate is offline. It's an RBI single for Chris Ramos. He's having one legendary game. 5 hits, at least 3 RBIs. We're going to get a replay? Thank you. Ground ball with eyes. And the score is 7-1, Bronx Knights. Michael O'Rourke is up, runners at first and second. It's 2 for 4 with 2 doubles today. Pitches outside for ball 1. Ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
All this damage has been done with 2 outs. Slider backdoors him for a strike. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike on O'Rourke. Just off the plate. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runners will be in motion. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he flies out to shallow center field. Makes the catch to retire the side, but not before we get another run on the RBI single by Ramos. And 7.5 innings have been played. Bronx Knights 7, Baltimore Orioles 1. Yes. On the mound to pitch the 8th is Madison Bumgarner, making his 17th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 4-1 with a 3.14 earned run average. And in the bottom of the 8th, he gets to start off against Kelvin Gutierrez, who's 1 for 2 in the season.
The third baseman, Kelvin Gutierrez.
Swing and a miss. The fastball, strike 1. After dealing with the junk from Telly the whole game, 93 looks like 103. Ground ball deep in the hole at short. Salazar fields, fires. Got him. 1 out. The line for Telly is 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 5 strikeouts. He'll take that every day to the bank. So Scott Kingery is 0 for 3. Steps in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Oh, and he puts a charge into that one. Margot is chasing it down, but he's not going to make it. 1 hop off the wall. And it's a stand-up double for Scott Kingery. He's 1 for 4 today. And they have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 8th. And good for you, Scott. It's number 8. Josh Bell, switch hitter, bats from the right side against the lefty Bumgarner. And he jams him in on his wrist, slices it into the seats for strike 1. Curveball inside corner, strike 2. Swing and a miss, the cut fastball, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
Billy Williams steps in. He is 0 for 3 today. He has a runner in scoring position. Fouls off the cut fastball for strike one. He grounds it foul. There are quickly 2 strikes on the hitter. Weekly to shortstop. He charges, fires, got him. Side retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And after 8 innings of baseball, the score is 7-1, Bronx Knights. Hoorah. Top of the 9th, Jacob Salazar leads off. He is 2 for 4.
Leading off for the 9th, the shortstop. Jacob.
Pitches outside ball 1. Stoye, or however the hell you pronounce that French name, is on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. And it's a line drive over the head of the shortstop and into left field for a base hit. So he's got 3 hits in the game. Jacob Salazar does. And they have a leadoff man on. Benny LoCicero is 1 for 4. He did have an RBI double today. And he pulls it perfect 4-6-3 double play. And there are 2 down here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, number 31.
Matt Saps is an RBI single. Seems like everyone does. He's 1 for 3. And he jams him in on his hands, but center fielder may not make it. Yes, he will. To retire the side. So, last licks for the home team. Bottom of the 9th is coming. They need 6 runs to tie. Can they do it? No, they can't. So here we go. Mike Trout leads off against Bumgarner in for his 2nd inning of work. First pitch swinging. LoCicero is there. 1 out. They need base runners, and he's swinging at the first pitch.
The catcher, number 5.
Johnny Bench is 0 for 3. Cutter is low. Ball 1.
Nope, that's down.
2-0. Nobody in this beautiful ballpark. They all headed for the exits. He's slicing it down the right field line, and it is in foul territory. Strike 1. Down is 2 balls and 1 strike on Johnny Bench. Grounds it back through the box, up the middle, a base hit. And with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th, Johnny Bench is at first base.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter.
Diving attempt by Ramos.
Calhoun.
Willie Calhoun is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fouls off the next pitch. They're down to their final strike. No, they're not. There's 1 out. Wake up. Swing and a miss. Now there are 2 outs. They're down to their final out. So, Jay Buhner, 1 for 3 with a single. Grounds it. Oh, past the diving attempt by Gio Urshella and into left field. It is a base hit from Jay Buhner. They have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Putting on a little bit of a threat. Bill Mazeroski, 0 for 3. His batting average has dipped to 170 on the season. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The side is retired. The first game of this 3-game set here at Camden Yards goes to the Bronx Knights. They win 7-1. Telly Argios is the winning pitcher. And the player of the game is Chris Ramos, who had 5 hits in the ball game. Let's go do this official. So, Bronx Knights, 7 runs, 18 hits, no errors. Baltimore, 1 run, 9 hits, 1 error. Telly was the winner. Yanni Chirinos was the loser. And Chris Ramos, 5 for 5, a homer, a double, 3 runs batted in, and a run scored.
They left 7 men
This
on
has
base.
been a presentation of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Even if you're seeing this after the fact on my YouTube channel, please like the video, please subscribe. If you're watching it live, thank you even more so. Tomorrow night is Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We play Dungeons and Dragons on this channel, so I hope to see you there. But in any event, thanks so much for watching, and have yourself a great Sunday afternoon.